Hey guys, I'm a home inspector in Florida, and I just wanted to share what I carry in my pouch as to what I need for when I go on jobs. And like I said, it's specific to Florida, so it may be different depending on what state you live in. But I got this pouch here from Tough Built. It wraps around my shoulder. I prefer this one because it's a less strain on my hips and my back. I felt when I had my tool bag, I had one on this side, I had another one on this side, and going through both, and then unstrapping them to do something else or get into the attic was cumbersome, a little annoying at times. Some people take off their belt completely. It's to each their own, however you want to do it. I found this one works easy for me. It's resting on my shoulder, so my whole body's taking the brunt of the work. I can flip it forward, have my tools here, off to the side, or even behind me, and it's not an issue. It's easy to transition when I am working. So, and if I need to take it off, I just pop it off. I have this little stand here, and then I can rest it up and do what I need to do, and then just grab it, pop it back on. So for that reason, this is why I found that I like this. And then it was like, all right, well, what tools do I use? What do I need to do? When I did my certification course in Orlando, the instructor only had two things, and he had what I have here for checking the outlets, and then he had this and a screwdriver, and that's all that he had, and pretty much showing us that you don't need much. And it's true, you don't need much, but clearly whatever you do have and you can add to your arsenal, the better for you and how much services you're trying to provide, all encompassing for each individual. So what I'm going to carry on my own is right here. I'll lay it out for you. Now, like I said, this is for Florida, so the one thing in here that I do swap out depending on the job is if I have a wind mitigation, I have this, my tester for my studs and my nails, I got my ruler, my measuring tape, and my marker. These are the things that I need for, specifically for my wind mitigation, okay? If I'm not going to be doing a wind mitigation, then the only thing that I remove is this. I'll have this set aside, and instead I take my infrared camera, and then I'll just pop that in its place. So one or the other depending on what the job calls for. I got my little mini screw gun here that just swaps out. I change the type that I need, and I go small, light. If I have a job where the screws on a panel are harder, then I go ahead and I grab my Milwaukee drill. It's a lot stronger, but then it's a little bit heavier. So if I'm gonna go on the quick, this one, if not, I'll grab the other one and pop it in here. It would still fit in the same, like I said, just heavier, and more so I would just hook it on my belt or on here off to the side, take this measuring tape off, and then I would use that same slot for that. So I have my rechargeable flashlight. I do love this one, the Nebo, works great, nice and strong. I got my infrared thermometer here. I got my level, which is also magnetic, so I put that on top of the outside condenser unit to check if it's level. I have my booties, so for me, it's pretty easy. I'll just take off my booties, pop it off, use them. These are the rubber ones, so easy to wash, and then I can easily just pop them back on here or just pop them in my back pocket, depending how I move. When I'm going to a panel, I have my, right around here, I just pull it up to my chest, and this is, you can easily take this off and put it on your wrist here if you want. I found that just leaving it on here works pretty good. Then I'll have to worry about my wrist. When I leave it here, these are magnetic. So I take my screw gun, I keep it to the side like this. I unscrew the panel, I put the screw here, it's magnetized, and then I set this in, pull it off, set it down, and when I pop it back up, I hold, grab the screw gun, grab the screws, and then I screw in. So it's pretty easy and convenient, and it's right here, and then I just slide it back down when I'm done. I got my moisture meter, measuring tape, which I don't use too often, but it's there just in case I need it. I do have my sizes here for panel, checking which sizes are correct. Some have broken off, but I have it there. I have my voltage detector. I have my microwave reader in here. I have a sheetrock knife, which it's only rarely that I use that, but if a handle or something is painted over, then I'll cut it to get in. I got my 5/16 here. Here I have my bigger screw. I just pop this out and then I can pop it in. I got my screwdriver and I got all the different heads in here if I need to get in or to pop something out. I don't use it often, but if I do drop a screw, I do have my little magnet here that I can reach down behind something and magnetize to pick that up. It's happened once, I think, so I just keep it there. I have these pockets, so why not? So I'm there doing an inspection. I was, hey, can I get a card? I also have that right here. I just slip in, I grab a card in this one pocket, and I give them my card. Always have it on hand to promote share your business, and then I'll have to run back to the car. So I found this very convenient for me. I love the stand. It's only in the newer models for that, and of course, I have for my to check all my outlets. So because of this one, it's easier for me because there's so many throughout the whole house. So once I get to the job and I use it once, then I just keep it here in my pocket. Okay. If I'm done, if I'm not going to be using this, I'll leave this in the car, and now I have this spot for my phone. So I'm checking. I got my phone here or my back pocket, taking pictures, and I'm always on the go. So that's what I have. If you have any questions, as you know, Amazon, ToughBuilt, great brand. Feel free to ask. This is what I use, and then everything else I have in my truck for mold, knee pads if I'm going attics, my full jumpsuit. You know, I got lots of different things, ladders, everything's in there, and so that's what I use. Hopefully, you find this helpful. Maybe you can have your own setup, share your details. What specific thing do you think I'm missing? Pretty much everything here is what I use, and if I'm not using it, it's just there's a backup. I don't have to run back and forth to the car. So hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.